Ireland, also known as the Republic of Ireland, is a country in northwestern Europe. The capital and largest city is Dublin, which is on the eastern side of the island. A developed country, Ireland's quality of life is ranked among the highest in the world. And the country performs well in several national performance metrics such as healthcare, economic freedom, and freedom of the press. And just like most other countries in the world today, Ireland is also faced with its own challenges of labor shortage. And that is why in this video, I am going to be talking to you concerning a particular kind of visa that is being granted by the Ireland government. And if you're interested in it, then you have to stay tuned to the end so that you can get all the details you need concerning this. Trust me, guys, if you find your occupation or if you find your skill or profession on the critical shortage occupation list that I'm going to be talking about today, then you want to give Ireland a try. The official languages in Ireland are the Irish language and English language. So you don't have any fear of the language barrier because they speak English for the most part. Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Please do well to click on that subscribe button right now and turn on the bell icon so that whenever I post any video, you are the first person to be notified. If you're an old or returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back again. I really appreciate it. I don't take your love or your support for granted. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the critical skills work permit, and there are certain criteria you must have reached for you to be able to apply for this work permit. Number one is that you get a job offer. Provided that job offer you're getting, the job or the profession you're going into, is on the critical skills list. That is number one. Then number two is that you have to get a job offer for 2 years. That's the job contract, or the offer letter should be for 2 years. Okay. And then make sure that you are being paid nothing less than 32,000 euros per year. Online application is what is being done for these work permits. Okay. So when you get a job offer, you go online, get the application form, fill it, and then you have to submit documents. Now, remember that when you're giving this job offer, there are some very critical details or information that will be sent alongside your offer letter by the employer, to be sent by the employer to you. Now, you need the employer's registered number, the name, the employee details, the employment and the salary, and then you need to be sure that the skills or the job description, everything fits into what is on the critical skills list. Okay. And then of course your start date. Now, this application can either be done by you or your employer. Take note. Now, another thing you also need is a passport, your international passport, of course, which has to be valid. You need a passport photo of international standard. You also need your job offer or your offer letter. Okay. You also need your statement issued by the Revenue Commission, which shows the statutory return of your company. Okay. Now, applications will be processed based on the type of employer. There are two types of employers for this critical skills work permits. We have the trusted partner, which is actually faster, and then we have the standard employer. Okay. Now, your application can be tracked with your tracking number. When you're applying for this work permit, you'll be given a tracking number so you can know at what stage your application is at, and just follow up and know what is going on with your application. Okay. Additional information might be required of you in the course of your application and in the course of you waiting for your decision to be made concerning your work permit. Now, whenever you get any request for an additional information to be provided, you have to do this within 28 days. Okay. Now, when you've done all this, you've provided all the necessary details, all the necessary documents, information, everything, a decision is being made on this your work permit. Based on the decision that has been made, it's either you get a positive or a negative response, which I do not even pray that happens. Okay. Now, if you get a negative response, don't fret. You can actually appeal. Okay. So you can do this within 28 days of getting a refusal. All right. So that's it. Now, important points to note are the fact that your application has to be submitted 12 weeks before your proposed start date. Now, if your start date is going to be on the 1st of, say, January, then you must have submitted your application on, say, the 1st of October. That's how you're going to do it. Okay. Now, decision takes about 3 to 4 months to make, because a lot of people are actually going through this kind of process. So you need to put in your application early enough so that everything is well timed, your start date and everything, and then they have ample time to make decision concerning your work permit. Okay. The fee for this particular work permit is 1,000 euros. Now, if for any reason you get a refusal or something, then 90% of the application fee, even after you might have appealed, 90% of this application fee, which is 900 euros, will be refunded. Okay, so do not fret. Now, I want to talk about some of the benefits of the critical skill work permit, okay, or employment permit. Number one is that you can migrate immediately with your family. No employment permit is needed for your spouse. You, who is the principal applicant, will be the one that needs the employment permit, okay? But for your spouse who will be moving over with you, they do not need an employment permit, so they can work as soon as they come into the country. You can apply for your permanent residency after 2 years, and then after 5 years of being on that PR, then you can apply for your citizenship. Okay, so you can change employer after 1 year. Okay, but you will need another employment permit for your new employer in this case. So peradventure you come into the country and for some reason you feel like you want to change your employer, this can be done after 1 year. However, you're going to need a new employment permit that will be provided by that your new employer, the details and everything, okay, for that your new employer. Now, after the permit application, you will now get to that residency stage. Now, when you've gotten your employment permit, you have your right to work. Your residency permit needs to be applied for within 3 months of your entry into the Republic of Ireland, which now allows you to reside in the country. You need to get this within 3 months of entry. It is very important. Remember, after 2 years of living and working in the country, then you can now apply for your permanent residency, which will be issued, okay, and a stamp 4, which is equal to the permanent residency, is what will be issued to you. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link in the description box for you to go check this out and find out more details concerning it. Okay, so this is what I have to share with you guys today concerning the critical skills work permits that is going on in the Republic of Ireland. So if you go through the occupation, the skill critical skill list, and you find your occupation there, then you can apply for jobs, okay, and then you can apply for the work permit as well and move with your family. That is one beautiful thing about this work permit, the fact that you can move immediately with your family. And another good thing about it is the fact that even when you apply for it and for some reason, which I do not ever pray is going to be your case, you're refused, and after appealing still refused, 90% of the application fee will be refunded. So it's worth giving it a try, isn't it? So yeah, this is what I have to share with you today. Please do give this video a huge thumbs up, okay? Like, comment, share, and subscribe as well if you have not done so already. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Until I come your way again next time, you guys. Bye.